Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, Young got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Young now from the 50. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
He finds his man complete. It's Owens. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done. Young to throw on 4th. And
cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give them a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Hey, 43, 43. Attack. Let's get it right now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Craig. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10. Young. And this is Parker, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Niners at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Up the middle. Parker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Young on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Craig. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They send the tight end Davis in motion. Young looks to throw on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Finding Hardman here over the middle.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Young forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. Parker. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
A first down throw for Young. They'll be caught by Rice.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me,
blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you got looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Yellow. Come back.
On first down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Young on first down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Craig. And he's got Rome. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Charles. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
43.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Parker. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Charles. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Mahomes to throw once more. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here is Young. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Young and Rice hook up for a big one. 41 yards. On 1st down, Parker fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Young here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and short yardage, Young.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats. Don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Here's Mahomes.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mahomes.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a